Well, university does not only waste your time, it wastes your money, it wastes your creativity, or it kills creativity. And I'm not making this video as an ignorant individual. I'm a graduate from a university. That's true, I'm a graduate. But I've related to a lot of guys who have graduated. Probably you're watching this video and you're a graduate. I want you to approach this video with utmost understanding, with utmost, what would we call, like, don't engage emotions. Engage thinking so that you get my point on this video. I've actually gone through the system of education and I'm looking at it. Is it solving the current problems that we are facing? For example, in Kenya, the unemployment of youth is very high. We have a lot of, by the way, if you're a graduate, you've never gotten a job, just put it on the comment section so that even if you're watching from international, just put it on the comment section if you're a graduate and you've never gotten any job. And by the way, we're not getting any. Personally, I've never been employed. I think this is my couple of years since I graduated. I've never, even a single day, placed a plate on the table courtesy of that education that I got in university. I don't blame any education from the kindergarten all the way to high school. That is okay. That is basic. That's amazing. I support education. It's okay. But what is provided in the universities? I highly question that thing to use it in external world here or outside world here. Why? Let me give you a very simple example. For those who have companies and they have tried to employ those guys who are getting out of university, are these guys employable? Are they performing? Can they deliver? Do they have something that indeed they are delivering? Do you know companies, they have a problem employing the guys who are graduating nowadays because they feel that they are not yet cooked enough. For example, I'll be sincere. My first degree that I did in university is a biomedical research, whatever. It's a research related course. We didn't even have, like, we used to learn in theoretical. We never even have equipment for labs. I don't even know how many times we even went for exposures, for all those things. Some of the equipments you actually used to see them when you go for an internship. They were not even there. Are we together? Now, the other thing is this: you find like universities nowadays have actually been commercialized. They have been commercialized. Commercialized. What does it mean? They are so much into getting more number of people into the university. They pay their school fees. They get the money. Then they pump out a lot of guys there. Like for example, I was actually reading some of the statistics. I don't know. We emit a close to 150,000 or 100,000 graduates out of the universities and colleges, and those who get jobs and the jobs created, I don't know there are how many thousands. So you find like we have a very, it's like a dinosaur, or dinosaur, however you pronounce it, yeah, has a very small head and a very big stomach. This big belly is who are graduating, and this small head is where people are going. So you find there is a crisis. And by the way, if you ask me, I'm seeing a crisis in future. For real, I'm seeing that crisis coming because most of the people who are being emitted by the university, number one, they have less creativity. They are not even creative. University is just teaching you to pass, not to get those retakes or the receipt. You graduate. By the way, we used to celebrate. Right now, for those who are in university, ask them. Right now, they are fighting day and night to make sure that they don't get a retake, to just graduate. Even graduating sometimes is even a big deal. For me, my own case, in my own university where I actually schooled, just because of somebody, a lecturer, misplacing a single mark of a single paper, they wasted a whole of 365 days of mine. I did not graduate when I was supposed to graduate. Why? Missing mark. I asked the lecturer, I did the exam, where is the book? What happened? They said, I misplaced the paper. So you know what, Joseph, the only thing you need to do, just go receipt for that paper. A whole year was wasted for me. And guess what? They are not even showing creativity. They are not moving with. For example, AI is kicking in. Nobody is teaching AI in university. Nobody is showing that. Nobody is teaching you how to monetize that what you are getting from. You see, let me tell you one secret. Okay, if you are reading to be just a philosopher, if you are reading to just be a smart individual, you're not looking forward into making money in the future, it is okay. You can just read and become a philosopher, become the next whoever you're gonna be. But if you're interested of maybe killing poverty from your home, if you're interested killing poverty from, if you wanna make your life better, of course, you go to school. The reason why we were told get those good grades, get to the university, get good whatever, graduate, go get those jobs. We wanted to kill poverty. Most of us are actually born from a poor family. But if you go to those universities, we don't even have what we call the way to show people how can you monetize that. People only graduate with the mentality of the only way I can make money out of that what I've been taught is me being employed. So if there is no job, then there is a crisis. There is nothing like telling you, you know what? For example, let me ask a very simple question. Let's say you are doing a course related to say mass media, communication, and whatever. You're looking forward to go being employed in a TV station, somewhere in a radio. It is going down. How many people here watch TVs and news? And I don't. All the time I'm on YouTube. I'm on this great platform called YouTube, watching videos and learning and doing all those things. Because nowadays, even these mainstream medias, they're actually talking about politics every time. Some of them are giving funny news. They make news nowadays. They don't even report news that they're supposed to do. Like it's so and now people are turning out towards these other social media channels and those kind of things. Now tell me, is that course that offer that particular course university updated? Are they putting into consideration that we have some channels like this great YouTube? Are they telling you like TikTok, like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever? Are they telling you all those that you can actually be able to use? Do you know nowadays that that YouTube channel that you have, that TikTok channel that you have, that Facebook account, that IG that you have, that LinkedIn that you have? Do you know nowadays that is functioning bigger or in a big way than even having that curriculum vitae that you have, that is CV that you have out there? So you find those people who are getting out of universities, they cannot even come up with their own way of doing the things. They're just there. You tell somebody, learn a skill so that you can be able to top up on what you're having. You find somebody in university doing computer science. And of course, if you graduate, I've related with a lot of people who have done computer science. And when they come out there, they cannot do anything. Most of them don't even know how to code. They cannot even make a website. They cannot even make a logo. They can't even make anything. It is just there. It's only what they were taught in a book. They're not even doing anything. And now you find like, now the students themselves are actually nailing the last nail on the coffin. Why? Because all what they're doing in universities, you know what? They are just playing games. They're just having funny relationship, unnecessary relationships, and funny trips, and lying to the parents back at home and getting that money. If they get that, they're not even investing. You tell them, or just open a single money market fund, a share. You be investing, slowly by slowly. The next 4 or 5 years, you have something. They don't want to do that. They're just causing crisis. The reason why I'm making this video, because I'm so bitter, by the way. When I look at the students and I look at those guys who are graduating, they are graduating with great hopes. Governments are not even creating jobs. The jobs are not even there. And then you tell somebody, do this, just to put aside those books that you've gotten and hustle like a dropout, hustle like you've never been to university. You find somebody be like, I remember there was something government had given, the former government in Kenya, they actually gave something called kazi mtaani. Kazi mtaani, for those who don't understand English, is, I don't know, it's like a crude way of government trying to look for something that the young people can do. They used to be given the slashers to unclog, I don't know, the what, funny, on the highways, and just to make sure that at least youth are not idle. And some of the graduates were saying, no, I did not graduate with my degree to do that. What is there? I wanted to go to do a white collar job. It's not. Can you imagine me? Since I graduated, I have never even eaten a coin from that particular course that I did. I had to look my own ways and through goals and provision. I had to make sure that I be creative. You go look for how you can actually learn some finances here and there. You get what I'm saying? Can you imagine, I was supposed to be working somewhere in laboratories and what have you, and here I am telling you guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can just imagine the kind of crisis that comes up when you feel like, when you see that. And as we speak right now, the universities are still emitting students, are still emitting students. Some of the courses that we were doing for my university, some of them were even substandard. Some of them is true. They were actually scrapped away. Before even graduated, some of the courses, not from my course, but from other courses, they were actually even scrapped away. Because they're offering many courses to have a lot of people in that university so that they can get a lot of money. And then you find it is not even offering quality. You actually employ that individual and you tell, like there was somebody I contracted, make me a very simple thumbnail. And I was looking what they're making. I'm like, you are an IT student. You just say, just forget about it. I'll just be making it by my own. You get what I'm saying? So it takes your time. Of course, those are 4 years. Do you know how do you know how many skills you can actually learn in a period of 5 years? If you were to learn things to do with like video editing, it wouldn't even take you like 2 months. If you dedicate fully into that thing, you do it as if it's the last breath that you 2 months, you're good. You may not be a pro, but at least you're gonna deliver something. Do you know if it will take you like say 3 to 6 months to actually learn a full course about what we call web designing and what have you? You've taken 4 years. And on top of that, you've actually paid money. Some of you guys are even selling your what do you call them? The land, the ancestral land, to go to university to learn about that thing. Then you get that thing that they put on your table. You know, that's a very great thing that they put us on our heads. And then there is no jobs. You know, it's so bitter. And by the way, am I saying that people should not go to university? No, I'm not saying that. That is my disclaimer. People should go to university, but the thing is this, university should adjust on themselves, on what they are offering. They should move with the time so that they can be able to, what do you call, catch up with the developments outside there. Show some students, you know what, I remember there was one course that we were given in university. Despite that we are in medical field, we were actually given a certain course about entrepreneurship. And I think that was, we were actually in university, actually in Kenya, there are two courses that you must do it, regardless of the course that you're doing. One, I don't know whether this is true about all the other universities in Kenya. One, about entrepreneurship. Two, we're given a course about HIV. I don't know, for us to, be told the existence of HIV, whatever, the reason why they give, I don't know. Now, that thing about the entrepreneurship, it's a class that I never missed. Because, those are the things you tell people. You know what? Yeah, you can actually start your own business. You can start a clinic if you're in that medical field. Do you know what? You can actually go ahead. You can actually trade this or that. You can be able to do entrepreneurial skills, entrepreneurial mind, and that kind of a thing. So that, and you tell people the truth, tell students the truth. You know what, my brothers and sisters, because you are my younger brothers and sisters, outside there it is tough. As much as I'm giving you this course, as much as you're going to graduate as a teacher, as much as you're going to graduate as an engineer, please take some other satellite courses. You can just go to Udemy, you can go to Skillshare, you can go to other places. And by the way, you can tag Skillshare. I don't mind partnering with you. You can go buy a course there. Some courses will cost you 2,000. You have learned a whole skill. That skill you can actually sometimes I do love some guys who text me on my inbox. They tell me, hey Joseph, I know what, I'm a student and I would like to be making thumbnails for you. I would like to edit your videos. I love this. I'm good at SEO, that is search engine optimization. I love that. That is great, because that person, as much as they are a student, they're having other things that they can be able to do there. The only thing I can tell you guys, just a little bit of salt on that and expose yourself, meaning have some social media accounts, tell people what you do and what you can offer to them, then they can be able to help you. I even forgot to write something on the board, because whatever I'm sharing with you is that I've related with a lot of students. They're actually getting to my inbox, asking me, Joseph, what can I do? Where can I go? I'm a graduate. I do this. Some of people are telling me, I have masters, I have this, but there's nowhere they can go. Why? Creativity is not there. People, they're intoxicated in their head. They just believe the only way I can make money is only way by me disseminating these skills that I have and the services that I have, so that I can be paid back. It's like you shut. There's nothing else you can do. You cannot even think. By the way, I tell you guys, I used to paint. Yeah, of course, I put on that overall. I go on those scaffolders. I do the paintings. I wasn't doing that because I love it. I was doing it because that was available. Some of you guys who are here don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. You still want to cling to that what you know. And some of you even getting into other funny things, funny investments that are even getting yourself into problems and that kind of things. So that's why I'm telling you, it is good to make sure, yes, go to that university. I'm not telling you to quit. No, go to it. But at the same time as you're doing that, just know it is tough out there. I made a very simple video. I said, if you can have 100 shilling, that is a $1, $2, 3, 4, whatever. Just look for that small thing, no matter how small it is. Get into it in terms of the investment. You see, listen, nobody's in a business of creating jobs for you. Even the government. By the way, some of these people we elect, they don't even know how to create jobs. They don't. But then there is a great book that says why Africa is poor. Some of the few pages of that book, it says Africa is poor because the leaders want it so. That's how they benefit. They just want it so. They just want the status quo to remain. So nobody's in a business to make you wealthy. And by the way, if you want to believe it, go even to the developed countries. Nobody's in a business of making you wealthy. They're still complaining. Nobody cares. So if you behave as if you're poor because someone is rich, if you behave as if someone is, yes, that might be true. Someone is not creating a job that they promised you when you're actually going to school. But at the same time, there is that what you can. There is that what you can control. Control the controllables. If I tell you how much I used on my university, you guys, you can't even believe in terms of money. Sometimes I feel if I was given that cash to start a business, maybe somewhere, or maybe that money was all put in a money market fund, right now I could be having a good cash. Yeah, sure. Sometimes I think like that, but I never regret. All happens for a good reason. But as much as that is so, it's also good to make sure that you control your life. It's good to make sure that at least you're doing something that you know at the end of the day, it has a good repercussion. It has a good, turnout. Rather than just, see, hope is never a strategy, my brothers and sisters. Hope is never a strategy. You have to use something. So creativity, you find, is not there. Just try to find something like, for instance, by the way, I don't know whether you guys know, this YouTube channel was to be of, how can I even say this? We were supposed to be two of us owning this YouTube channel, if that makes sense. I told the guy, you know what? See, life is tough out there. See, wow, I mean, you can speak. I love your eloquence. I mean, you're good at English. You can speak very well. You can express yourself. So how about you grab some phones and start making videos? We can maybe a podcast or something. You get what the guy told me? Oh, you know what, Joseph? We need a camera. We need a microphone. We need a studio. We need somewhere. We need. They're just showing you how undoable it is. I was like, okay, that's a failure mentality. I had to do it myself. You know why? You know what? Right now we are enemies. Why? Because I started it. It's not there. You know what? He has never done anything. That's not the point. The point is this: you find creativity is way low. It's not even there. How to make money? How to monetize? Nothing. Anyway, I can make this video for like an entire day. It makes me feel so bitter when you see a lot of graduates that are out there. They're just suffering and there are no jobs. I don't like to use the term there are no jobs. We have the inadequate jobs and something of sort, but just rethink what you're getting from the university, okay? Just rethink. And there's some courses that you can do them. They are just utter useless. True. Just look at your future. Just look at your future, where you guys were going. Be very careful what you're studying right now. Just be very careful. Anyway, my disclaimer is, do I hate education? No. Have I told anybody to not to go to university? No. I've told you as much as you go, try to find some other things to top up on that what you're doing. That's what I've said. So don't crucify on me on the comment section. Do I love education? Absolutely. The English I'm loving, by the way, I can speak 3 languages. The English that I'm using right now, I've actually studied it. And there is nothing wrong with that. You see, the only problem is that they told us, by virtue of you passing your exams, you'll be rich, which is not true. Anyway, let's see each other the next video. Thank you very much.